Right guys, we're here at Archerfield Links bringing to you a brand new putting series. Now this is brought to you in association with Callaway, Odyssey and their new triple track technology, and we've enlisted the help of renowned putting coach Gary Nicol. Trust me, you don't want to miss this.
The line is determined by the pace, not the other way around. So the lines on these triple track putters and balls are great for getting your set up for the line and getting the middle of the putter lined up with the middle of the ball. Because if you hit it out the middle, you've got a chance of controlling the distance. More often than not, people don't hit it out the middle. So let's say you're on the first green and you hit one slightly out the toe. The ball comes up a little bit short. You get on the second. You manage to hit one out the middle. You knock it 3 feet past. You think, wow, this green's a bit faster. But the reality is you've actually misstruck the first one and hit the second one out the middle. So again, make sure that when you're getting ready to putt, you've got a very clear picture in your mind of how far you've got to go. You've got an idea of the distance, the true distance. Again, make sure you've got ball and hole and peripheral vision. You can have a look and see if the putt's uphill or downhill, because obviously that's going to determine how hard you hit it. How hard you hit it determines the line you're going to choose. And then once you're comfortable with that, think about your start line. But start line doesn't have to be a very thin line. Now most people, when you ask them what the line to the putt is, they'll visualize a very thin line. But if you think about it, if you've got to putt down a very thin line, you're going to start to tense up. You're going to become much more aware of the line, which puts pressure on your stroke. So you then got to think, well, I've got to take it back perfectly square through, perfectly square. If you visualize a wider channel into the hole, if you think about it here, I'm going to show you something. We've got a right to left putt here. That being the case, I've got 3 golf balls that can all go in to the hole from where I am at a different pace. So this one the top one can fall in just about in the back door at dead weight pace. The next one's going to have a little bit more pace, can still go in. This one a little more pace still. It's going to be a slightly straighter line. They can all go in. So if you limit yourself to a very, very thin line, you're going to get a little bit tense, a little bit restricted, probably stop breathing. It's like when you drive down a motorway, you're doing 70 miles an hour, come to a contraflow, you've got cones down the white lines. Now, the lanes are no narrower than they were before, but your attention now goes from staying in lane to not hitting the cones. And again, the first thing you do is you grip the steering wheel, stop breathing, get a bit tight, get a bit tense. As soon as you get past the contraflow, the cones are no longer an issue, you relax, you start breathing again. Similar kind of situation here. If you've got a very thin line to putt down, you're going to be a little bit tight, a little bit tense, but once you free yourself up and give yourself a wider channel, now we talk a lot about a 3-lane highway or a 3-ball highway to the hole. So there's actually enough room for 3 golf balls. So 3 golf balls combined add up to 5.04 inches. We've got a 4¼ inch hole, but they can all actually go in if you get the pace right. So ultimately, I believe that pace is more important than line, because pace determines the line.